And if there's one thing that I could give somebody, it's not something that you can buy, not something that I can really charge money for or to sell you or you could buy from anyone else, but it's how many hundred times do you want to answer the same song questions? It gets old. I'm human. I'm a normal guy just like you or anyone else. When somebody asks you the same damn thing over and over and over, but they put in like one slight little variation that doesn't really add up to very much difference. And they're like, but Matt, what about this piece of this song? Or using it like this. I'm like, it's no different than the other one that was asked, 7 weeks ago. And I know people can't always find those questions, but a lot of this comes down to mindset. I mean, we were just talking about weight loss. We were just talking about mindset, doing difficult things. I think it's how you frame it, how you frame your version of the world, how you see how you fit in your world, what you think you're here for, what your purpose is, all the things that keep you going, right? Like for the weight loss people, I don't really tell other people this. It's something that I would do internally, but it's not right for everyone. Some people it's too harsh and they can't handle it. But when you're talking about how you stay motivated to do weight loss or to work out or to do the hard things or have the mindset for this, we don't understand how bad your life can get. You don't understand that doing these things is often a privilege. Like to be able to come into the gym and work out, to be able to sauna like I used to be able to answer the same stupid sauna questions 300 times, right? Like every single year. Does it get old? Yeah, but what was I doing in the hospital 5 days a week? Working, answering people's questions, doing whatever I could, even though my brain was sluggish and I was on, drugs, whatever cocktail they had me on. Why was I doing that? Well, because it kept me serving those people, gave me an opportunity to stop focusing on myself and my shitty situation and how bad things were, all this kind of stuff. Gave me mission, gave me purpose, also gave me fulfillment, gratitude, appreciation, especially when I could help someone else when I wasn't able to help myself, right? Like my situation was going to stay consistent for a long time. And that's kind of a bleak outlook when you think about it mentally. But if you can do a little bit of good in someone else's world, oh man, makes it feel better, even though your current situation sucks. So then you kind of become addicted to that. You're like, well, that's all I'm going to focus on. Serving the people is a way to get you through that particular instance. Not everyone's going to have that, nor do I wish that on everyone. It's a great life lesson. At the same time, you don't need to go through those circumstances to get it. By the same token, a lot of these things are a privilege, right? When did you meet me?
So when I first met you,
yeah, when was
you
that?
were going to the last session of chemo ever, and you missed our first shoot because you had a celebration party and you didn't wake up for the shoot.
Okay.
And I was like, this dude does not want to film.
No, I definitely did. So I didn't meet you in the end of 2022 for the first time when you came with, what's his name, Pierre?
Yeah, I did. That was like one of the, maybe you had like a couple sessions left, but you were done. Like you were.
So was that like December, November 22?
Had to have been January probably.
Okay. Well, the reason that I asked is because before I met you, this wasn't really possible. We're doing a workout, worrying about weight loss, wasn't even in the wheelhouse of possibility. Because they couldn't walk to the end of the driveway.
I was going to say, I think you mentioned that you were just, when I met you, you were just stoked to be able to go take a walk. Because you were like, oh, I'm going to go up to the store real quick. Mm-hmm. And you're like, I'm going to walk. And I was like, oh, I can move. Like, we can move. And you're like, no, I want to walk. You're like, I'm happy to be able to walk.
Yeah. It becomes a privilege, right? Like, we complain about this stuff. But for me, especially throughout that whole experience, being able to work out was privilege. Struggling with weight loss, privilege. I felt fortunate to have these kind of problems in my life. Anything outside of, being locked in a little room in a hospital bed was a pretty damn good day. It's actually harder now because you get away from that and get back to normal life. But I think those lessons and that mindset sticks with you forever. And if there's one thing that I could give somebody, it's not something that you can buy, not something that I can really charge money for or to sell you or you could buy from anyone else, but it's that life experience. I would give that perspective to people because I think it's extremely helpful. When you encounter difficult situations, you keep that in the back of your mind. It changes everything because you approach it from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. And the normal things that get in your way or trip you up are no longer relevant, right? And so you you almost excel past everyone else after this stage because it's just not a level playing field anymore.
I feel like you get more urgency about life. Like there's more of a driven purpose. And like at the same time, I feel like I didn't know you before, but I feel like just based off what I know about you now, I've watched you have an appreciation for life, like an enjoyment of life. You're I want to do these. Like I'm going to be strict with my sauna. I'm going to be strict with my, my workouts. But if something falls off and I want to go have a drink with my friends, I'm going to do it because I want to enjoy my life. And I think that that's been like a huge lesson for me because I was on this like, I'm going to work every single day. I want to do all this stuff. And I was like missing out on like important parts of my my family, my wife, my whole life. And I was like, dude, I got to do something. Like I got to enjoy my life somehow, So I think that's been, just personally, they don't know it, but
I agree. Well, you say that it made me more strict. I think I'm more relaxed now than ever. I think I'm more relaxed on everything.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah. Because
Matt before was a machine.
Well, because you got to enjoy your life, man. Like there's no set time limit that you're guaranteed to have left. Not something to worry about because if it ends, you're not going to know any different. You'll never even know. It's one of the best things that someone ever said to me, by the way.
What?
I think that was KGB, Dr. AGB. He's like, well, you're all worried about how your life would be different 30 years from now. But if that never happens, how would you know?
It's a valid point.
I was like, well, that's an interesting way to look at it. You would think I'd be more strict than ever, but I'm actually more relaxed than ever. I'm more lenient on everything. If I'm out with friends and family and having a good time and the ecosystem is there drinking, you think I'm not going to have a drink with them? You're crazy. You're kidding yourself. I was doing it when I was in the hospital.
What the hell?
When I was on the drugs. You're not supposed to. But dude, come on.
What else are you going to do though? No, that's a good point. Like if you had to cut out everything during that time and not enjoy anything, it's like, that's a very difficult.
My grandmother always said when I was a kid, honey, if you worry about everything, you'll enjoy nothing. Sticks with me still to this day. Dude. So I had a drink with my friends and family. Like, what's that really going to do in the grand scheme of things? The cocktails that I had, I don't think you got to worry about alcohol.
Yeah.
Probably pour a bottle out my throat and everything be fine. Might feel like crap for 2 days, but
yeah.
I think I've gotten more relaxed on everything. Even with the sauna stuff. People are like, oh, man, you hate this. I want to buy an Amazon sauna or a Costco sauna. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big trend I've seen with you recently where even when we're talking, I'll ask you, I'm like, well, these would be crap though, right? You're like, everybody has their own fit.
Here's the data. If you're looking for something like that, here's the data to support it. If that's for you, I like this stuff. You might like it too. If it's not, hey, do what's right for you, as always. So if there's something that you like from today's video or you're looking for more resources, at CertifiedSaunas.com on the homepage, there's recommended sauna resources. If you're looking for a brand, a size, a model, reviews, installation videos on how to put them together. We have step-by-step tutorials that show you how to receive a sauna, how to prep your house for it. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you so you don't have to wade through 4 hours of YouTube video to find the exact thing that you're looking for. But a lot of times in these episodes, I'll mention sauna hats, sauna accessories, different types of electrolyte supplements. If you want to put an infrared sauna in a cold basement or unheated garage, there's accessories or additional supplemental heat that you can add to it. If you continue down, you'll find everything that you're looking for that we've mentioned today. In addition to CertifiedSaunas.com, you can go to the Facebook group, which is the Certified Sauna community on Facebook. It's our sauna group. There's no hardcore pitching. There's thousands of members in there that offer really, really, really good advice. I learn from them every day. I'm also contributing and answering questions in there every day. In addition to that, you can go to the Amazon store. A lot of people have requested on where to buy sauna towels, sauna hats, different various supplements, minerals, electrolytes. Now we have all this in one place on various lists on this Amazon store. So you can go to this one link and everything will be right there for you. See you in the next video.